Hello my friend, welcome back. Tonight I'm going to be making, well first off, this video is going to be a cook and clean with me. But for dinner tonight I'm making something out of the True Roots cookbook. It's called BLT pasta salad. I haven't made this in a really long time, but it's one of my husband's favorite meals and it yields a ton of leftovers. So I figured I'll make it tonight, that way I don't have to cook tomorrow because I have a really busy day tomorrow. This is the cookbook itself. I believe I have this linked in my Amazon shop if you're interested in it. It's a good cookbook, but this is our absolute favorite recipe. And I also tweak it a little bit to where we add more like tomatoes and things like that to it. So I'm going to be talking through this video. I'm not going to do a voiceover. So yeah, let's go ahead and get all of our pots and pans and get out all the ingredients. All right, so for this recipe, you're going to need some bacon. You need chicken. You're gonna need some tomato and some spinach. Some mayonnaise. Then you're gonna also need some noodles. And instead of the brown rice noodles, I'm gonna be using whole grain noodles. So for the chicken breast, the recipe calls for like already prepared chicken, but I don't have any, and this is how I've always done it. So I'm going to save 3 of these chicken breasts for a different meal and use 2 for tonight. And on these chicken breasts, I'm going to do some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and just a little bit of olive oil. That way it doesn't like dry out in the oven. So I'm just going to let these bake while the bacon cooks. I almost put ginger on the chicken breasts, but salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then also the recipe calls for paprika in the recipe itself, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika on the chicken so that way it tastes like that as well. Once my oven is preheated, we'll put these in the oven. The chicken is in the oven and now the bacon is in the pot. The recipe says to bake the bacon like on a cookie sheet, but it's just easier for me to throw it in the pot and have it cook and like crunch it up that way afterwards. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the cherries and the spinach and put them in a big bowl. That way those are ready to go when all the other stuff is done. Now I have the water on for the pasta, and there's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the chicken. I just checked on the chicken and it has about 10 minutes left, so I just cut it in half and laid it down. The recipe says to chop this up and put it in the salad, but what I'm going to do is just put it in my mixer and shred it up, because we like shredded chicken more than like cubed chicken. The chicken is now done and shredded. I have the spinach and tomatoes in this bowl. The bacon is done. It's cooling on this paper towel. And then over here is the spaghetti. So what I'm gonna do is just let it all cool down for a minute because I don't want the hot items to like wilt the tomatoes and the spinach. So once it's all cooled down just a little bit, I will finish putting it all together. It has been roughly like 15 minutes since everything has been done, so it's been cooling ever since. So what I'm going to do is add in all the ingredients into one bowl, and then I'm going to finish putting the rest of the mayonnaise and spices. All the ingredients are mixed in together. I had to split them into 2 separate bowls because the pot was not big enough for all of it. So I have it in 2 separate bowls now, kind of evenly distributed between the 2. And now I'm gonna put some real mayonnaise, some black pepper, salt, garlic powder, and paprika. I'm not gonna measure this, I'm just gonna eyeball it. It's pretty much just do it to taste. And this is what the finished product looks like. The way that I make it is a little bit different than the recipe, but this is just how we like it. So dinner turned out so good, and I highly recommend that recipe. Even though I don't make it all that often for my family, it is one of our favorite dinners to have because it's really good cold the next day too. So if you make the recipe, let me know in the comments below or let me know over on Instagram. My handle is always in the description box below and at the end of the video. So now it is time to clean up my house. I decided to put the cleaning footage after the cooking footage because if you wanted to make the recipe, it was easy to find. So this part of the video I filmed on a Thursday. On Fridays, we are so busy and we are gone the majority of the day, and I like to come home to a nice clean house because then I feel less frazzled. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take you throughout the process of cleaning up my home and doing my chores. I had made some bread earlier this morning and I was letting it rise. So that's what's under those towels, and that's what I'm kind of like moving around the counters if you're wondering what that was.
weight is pulling both of us down oh so low. We don't know how to get it right. I can't decide if I should let you go. My heart is saying yes, but then my mind is saying no. I'm running out of ways to save my soul. So maybe I should give in to you, boy. Oh. What am I supposed to do? Ignore my heart and cut you out. What am I supposed to do? You're in too deep. What am I supposed to do? I've asked myself 1,000 times. What am I supposed to do? You're in too deep. What am I supposed to do? Ignore my heart and cut you out. What am I supposed to do? You're in too deep. What am I supposed to do? I've asked myself 1,000 times. What am I supposed to do? You're in too deep. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You're in too deep. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
To clean off my stove, I am just getting my Scrub Daddy sponge with a little bit of warm water and Dawn dish soap. Typically, I can just get away with wiping it down with some like multi-surface cleaner and a paper towel, but there was some like random cooked on food that I needed to scrub off pretty good, and I'm just taking it around like the knobs and things like that just to like completely clean off my stove. And then to get all the soap off, I'm just taking a damp dishcloth and wiping it down.
I'm reckless, it's getting kind of desperate. Can't help but feeling helpless when it comes to love. Don't know who I am without someone by my side and why. I don't care about what they like. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I look into a crowd and love whoever's looking back. Always got my heart on sale, my body's like an outlet. Never mind my words. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I fall just like that. I'm too good for my own good. Yeah, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Even though it took an hour for you to even answer. I'm losing all my power, but who's keeping score? Don't know who I am without someone by my side and why. I don't care about what they like. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I look into a crowd and love whoever's looking back. Always got my heart on sale, my body's like an outlet. Never mind my words. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I fall just like that. Fall just like that. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I look into a crowd and love whoever's looking back. Always got my heart on sale, my body's like an outlet. Never mind my words. Honestly, it's hard to be so easily attached. I fall just like.
While I'm vacuuming my dining room, I end up actually vacuuming off the chairs as well. My kids had just eaten lunch at the table, and you guys know how kids eat. When they eat, they just get crumbs everywhere. And I had just vacuumed under my table and I saw the crumbs on the chair, and I just decided to quickly vacuum them off as well. But now I'm just going to vacuum under my desk and get started on unloading the dishwasher.
I wish we would have met
So surprisingly, I didn't have a ton of dishes to do like I normally do in my cleaning videos, because the day before I filmed this, I actually loaded these dishes into the dishwasher, but I didn't film it. So all I really had to do to prepare for the weekend was just to unload the dishwasher. That way, over the weekend, all I had to do was load it and run it, and that really helped me out the next week, not having to do as many dishes. So I'm gonna start doing that, at least try to. You guys know how dishes just get so out of hand for me, and I'm sure they do for you guys as well. I'm sure you guys can relate to that. But now what I'm gonna do is get started on my living room. My living room isn't really too bad. There's just pillows and blankets everywhere and some clean laundry that needs put away. But I'm going to take care of this little mess and get it vacuumed.
But I keep coming back for more. Scary to admit that I'm falling for you while looking in your eyes. And there is nothing that I wouldn't do. I keep trying to.
But that pretty much does it for this Cook and Clean with me video. I don't really share these videos too often, really only whenever I have a good recipe to share with you. Typically, I share my recipes in like get it all done videos. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. If you are new here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I post new content Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you're coming back, if you are a returning viewer and you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here. As always, either way, your support truly means so much to me. I will see you guys in my next video.
You say I'm shady, what do you mean?